All right, it is Patient Safety Awareness Week. Joining Erica now in the studio to find out what that means and what precautions we can take.
Well, Andrea, as you just said, it is National Patient Safety Awareness Week, and joining me to really talk about everything that's happening here is our guest. We're also talking about the South Carolina Department of Alcohol and Other Drug Abuse Services. They're all working together to increase awareness surrounding prescription drugs. So joining me for tonight's conversation is Michelle Nienhius. One number thing that stood out to me as I look at these numbers right here is that back in 2022, South Carolina experienced 2,296 drug overdose deaths. So when you hear that number, what do you think?
Well, I think that is an alarmingly high number. However, we do see that that number is coming down. So we are glad that that number is coming down. We know that the awareness efforts that we've made has made a difference, and we're saving lives of our citizens in South Carolina.
So when folks watch this interview, what is the number one takeaway that you want folks to hear out there?
To store those medications safely. We want to make sure that we're keeping them out of the hands of our children. We want to make sure we're keeping them out of the hands of the guests that might be coming into our house. We want to make sure that they're stored safely, and we want to take them as directed, and we want to make sure that when we are finished with those medications, if there are any remaining, especially opioids, that we dispose of them safely.
And we love when you bring in examples, and Michelle brought in one today. Tell me what I'm looking at right here and how this can really save a life potentially.
Sure, yeah. So this is an example of a safe storage device, and you can see it has numbers on it. It's like a combination lock. And if you had an opioid prescription that you were taking, let's say you were prescribed something after a surgery, for instance, you would want to store that medication in here so that no one else knows the combination. Or if you have a caregiver that would need to know the combination, you know, because when you're caring for a loved one after surgery, you may have someone that, you know, is taking care of those medications for you. But you want to store it safely. That way children cannot access the medication. Like I said, other folks who come into your home may not be able to access that medication. Only you can access that medication, and you can store it safely. Other medications you may have in your house, you want to store them in places where, here again, only you know where they are. Don't store them in the typical bathroom cabinet.
Okay.
A lot of people know that that's where people store medications, and so that's where they'll go and look for medications. So you want to store them in, you know, maybe the bedside table, maybe your own personal bathroom if you have a personal bathroom that you use and it's not for your guest of your house.
And I want to also point out that I think sometimes folks let their guards down, but let's say you are watching out for little ones, maybe you're a grandparent and you have medications in a place that you think is okay.
Right.
Do we just want to reiterate, please, 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 let that be top of mind.
Let that be top of mind. Make sure you store them safely. If you do have a prescription for an opioid, you want to make sure that you fill that prescription for the naloxone. Naloxone is that life-saving medication where if there is an accidental overdose, naloxone can be given in the case of that accidental overdose and save a life that way as well.
Michelle, thank you so much for talking with us. The information that you're sharing could potentially save a life.
Absolutely. And if you need more information, visit justplainkillers.com.
All right, stay with us for more Friends at 5 after this quick break.